Hello, everyone. So I'm just gonna share my screen really quick and share this video. So let's share it to my community. Boom, send. Perfect. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open Google Meets because some of my community members are gonna join in via Google Meets. And basically today what we're gonna do is we're gonna review a few Framer portfolios and Framer projects, templates that I'm working on in my community. So Costa's here. Hey Costa, how are you, bro? Really good. Also really good. I was feeling a little bit sick yesterday, but now it's better. And I heard you were also feeling sick. So right now we're live in YouTube, by the way. So I'm just testing this out to see maybe there's going to be people joining in on YouTube. Uh, Maybe they're shy to join the Google Meet, so they end up joining YouTube, which is also fine. Um, I'm not live on X because I planned this like 10 minutes ago, like everything, and I didn't want to be late. I wanted it to start at 2. So it took a little bit too much time on X. And I was like, you know what? Like let's just do YouTube. Just YouTube. Maybe tomorrow we can do something on X. Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, that's not on purpose. Mm, interesting. Okay. Um, oh, look at this. Uh-oh. So that's a good thing to think about for next time. Um, yeah, that's strange. It should do that. I'm just gonna keep this very small over here. So there are 3 people joining in. Shopify guy, hey, what's up, Shopify guy? My good friend John. So yeah, we're just over here. I'm here with Costa. I don't know if you can hear him. I don't think you can hear him. This is just like a little technical um, thing that we found out about 2 minutes ago. But I'm just gonna wait a little bit. Maybe there's someone else coming into this live stream to also join in, and maybe new people are gonna add their links to see if we can review them. So I'm just gonna say we can wait another 2 minutes, um, just to see how that goes. But yeah, Costa, sorry. Okay. Yes. So could you maybe share that and we can open that? Oh, yeah, on X. And Discord, yeah, on both places. So I basically made like a little broadcast on Discord and X, and I have around one, two, three, four, five, and these were the ones that were submitted. And then I just wanted to go through these two because I like their styles, and I know I don't know him, but he follows me, and I follow him on Twitter. His name is Brett, and this guy Thomas, he's like a good he's a friend of mine, a Twitter friend, so to say, and I'm a big fan of his designs. Right? Look at this. This is it's so cool. Like I love this style. I think you also have a similar style to that, Costa. Like minimalist but beautiful. Um, so there's still no one is really joining the Google Meet, but we have 6 people in YouTube. Akin is in YouTube. Hi, Akin. So, all right, let's get started. Okay, so maybe someone in YouTube, can you confirm to me if you can hear Costa's voice? Maybe Costa, you can say something. Let's see what Akin says. Katerina says hi. No, we can't hear. If he's speaking, we can't hear him. Okay, that's not good. So someone's joining here. Tosin. Hey Tulsi, what's up? So we have a little problem with the audio. Hi Bishal, nice to meet you. Hi Katerina. So yeah, with the audio we can't really hear. So I don't really know how to solve this problem, to be honest, right now. Maybe I have to put headphones on, but my wife is using them in the gym. So um yeah. Okay. Then let's just get started. Let's just get started. Next time I'll keep that in mind. I'm planning on doing this every week. So next time we'll just keep that in mind. Okay, but let's just get started. So like I showed you all before, we have these different views here. We have this one, Soundplay Framer, that website by Costa. And we have a few portfolios by Denny Toshevsky and Lorena, I believe her name was, Lorena Livadaru. We have this roofing company template by Vaisky in my Discord community. I really like it. I really like this. There's a few things, as you can see, with this form. Um, yes, yes, exactly. And also with the nav bar, I would somehow structure it differently. But you scroll down, like this style, like the design, the colors look great. I love the colors. Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah. This card grows based on text. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You can do some type of code override to limit the amount of text because basically this card is a little bit higher than these three. And like over here, you can also see that this is a little bit higher. Honestly, also like the hover color, I would suggest something a little bit less dominant, not a primary color, maybe a secondary color or some type of shade, like a right? Because hold on, let me let someone else in. So Vaisky, oh Vaisky, by the way, we're going over your site right now. Uh, welcome. I'm live on YouTube, by the way, and people can't hear the people in my Google Meet. So um, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stream right now on YouTube. I'm gonna end the stream eventually, and then we can just migrate to this Google Meet link if you're in my community and just talk more about it there. Um, because I think that if people from the Meet start talking, uh, it's gonna seem kind of weird for the YouTube people. So, but what we're just talking about right now with Costa is that these cards. So overall, Vaisky, this site is beautiful. There's a few things that I would just go over, but in general, the site is like really simple. I really like the colors. I really like the font. Um, I don't understand Finnish, but I understand. So I was looking at your site earlier, and I understand kind of the service, the different types of roofs that you provide based on these images, right? So it's a very nice website, easy to navigate. Just needs a few touches, I would say, like in terms of the form, the context form. This is might be a little bit too dark, and for example here there's a dark background. uh, in terms of accessibility, you might want to use some different type of color, or maybe make this color, this white pinkish background. What is it, like a gray background? Yeah. um, so yeah, so this is Vaiski from Finland, his roofing template. Then we have this Nocturnum, and this is from a friend from Spain, Rolandas, and he just submitted this to the Framer template library, and he got it accepted. And basically, it's like some portfolio. It's a minimalist design, perfect for showcasing projects and services with fast loading and full mobile responsiveness. So you can click on this and it looks something like this. It reminds me a little bit of this Cedric, this Swiss designer. His style is like very dark. But I know Rolandas from, I was doing this web app, Framer web app course, and he was one of the most, one of the creators that was, or the students that was most active in this course. He did like his homework from the course, and I think only him and like two other people did that, and he did a great job. So shout out to him. Then the next thing, this wasn't submitted to me, but I found it. Someone liked the post that I did to share their portfolio, and this person that liked that post, this is his agency, I would say. And I like the design, very beautiful. I really like this fade over here, this blur fade, right? Very, very nice. Yeah, so I added this to the list as well. And then the final one is this one from my Twitter friend from the Netherlands, Thomas Meyer, I think you pronounce it. And this is just a really creative little carousel to add in the hero section. It's very simple. This is just a page about him, picture, call to action, nice text that makes sense, design that works as good as it looks. That's really good copywriting with over 10 years of experience. So it's a very, simple description, simple hero section, this nice little carousel with his work. His work kind of doesn't matter what he has, it all looks like he made it somehow. It's very, you can tell that he's a great designer. How does it work? Share your vision. I'll get to work. Yeah, what you'll get, and then boom, that's it. Cool. All right, so let's go to the first one that was submitted by Costa. I've seen this one about 2 weeks ago when he first shared it with the community, which basically he ended up making it as a template. And I don't know, Costa, can you download this template like in your website or in your Twitter, or where can people? Okay. Okay, so people, so just to translate to the YouTube people, so this was one of his first templates when he started learning Framer, and yeah, Costa, like if you have the remix link, maybe you can add it to the comments of the stream if you have it there handy. But what I love, like the thing, and I think that everyone can see as they scroll through this page, is this very nice pattern. So Costa is a great designer, in my opinion. He's very good at creating. He's a great graphic designer as well. You can and you can tell with his YouTube and his social media presence that he's great with tools like Photoshop, and he does a very good combination with his templates and with his Photoshop skills, for example. I really love the patterns, and I love the color combination as well. So this is something that kind of hit out. And to be honest, for a first Framer project, this is really good. So I have a very large or very wide monitor, and everything is fit in the center how I personally like it, right? It's not completely filled out. Um, So let's go from the top. So we have revolutionary AI powered music creation. So, and then we have a little description text, and we have this get started. Something I do notice is that, for example, this one doesn't really have any interactivity. Um, it's more like static, but that's just something that I'm just noticing right now as I go through everything. Um, and I click this button, and I remember that he was telling me that he built like a custom component for this, right, Costa? Okay, yeah, got it. Okay, so just to translate to YouTube, he basically created a custom component for this play button and for the thumbnail because the thumbnail has this nice little gradient out here, and Framer doesn't really allow you to customize the button to look like this. Um, so he basically created this component. This is the first variant, I guess, and then this would be the second variant, the video playing, right? So we have trusted by, we have these different logos, which by the way, where did you like just create them like these shapes? Okay, you just, yes, yes. So these are basically custom logos that Costa built um, for this template because yeah, there's also licensing if for real companies. You don't want to get someone from that company contacts you and say, "Oh, take out our logo." So I just made these logos. I was just curious because I thought maybe it's like some type of AI tool where you can make logos. Unfortunately, not. Okay, so create music with our AI composer. So we have social. Okay, we have social media and streaming, digital advertising. So these are different types of um, use cases. Okay, and if you guys are on YouTube and you want, and you're also like have some ideas of you know, you're looking at these templates and you have some ideas of how you in your personal way would add some type of new section or something like that. Just comment it down here, and I'm reading this, right? So and then we have diverse moods and themes. So we have like jazz, rock, chill beats. Maybe like the first thing that I'm thinking about in these thumbnails is maybe having like a type of consistent thumbnail that they're all, like in Spotify. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I know that this is not a like a framer project that you're gonna work on it for like a year, but if you had all the budget in the world, I would for example like do this as a little next step just to like make this. Okay, MP3, yeah, the MP3. Okay, so basically Costa wanted to add MP3s into Framer instead of videos, but unfortunately that didn't work. So he had to add videos, and these are from YouTube, I guess. So I'm interested. The rock one, okay, that's a cool choice. All right, cool, nice. And again, with this nice little background, I think this caught my attention the most because of the background. Like, if the thumbnails would also be in this type of color or also blackish, I don't know. I'm just thinking. Um, then we have amplify your talents with AI. Create music that moves people. So we have produced this. So this is like something for producers, something for creators, something for brands. And there's like a little description for each genre or each type of user that this sound play is focusing on. We have this in the bottom so that we can switch to different images. I think it would be cool to, again, just looking at different types of ways to optimize this. Maybe it would be cool to, whenever you see an image, this would highlight somehow, So this is the producers, then we have creators, and we have brands, I guess. So yeah, like, with this coloring, maybe like a little line in the bottom or something. Yeah. So choose your plan and create instantly. So every plan helps you create perfect music for your product. Start free and upgrade when you need more. I'm just curious, Costa. Did you create this text with, like, are you using like an AI to create text, or what is your system for creating text? Okay, okay, okay. So it was supposed to be for a real website redesign, and then it was basically turned into a template, and you chose the same type of wording but changed it a bit, right? You just changed everything to images. Okay. Yeah, it's the real product. Okay, okay, that's good to know. So we got like some testimonials. Um, so let me see. I mean, I love the layout. Looks pretty cool. I'm just thinking about how, if you were to get paid $100 for the hour to to optimize this a little bit. I'm just thinking about how that can be done. Um, Maybe adding like some type of social indicator that this person has like a Spotify playlist or Spotify profile. I'm thinking about 5 stars or 4 stars. I don't know if this is quite good for this, um, because right now we just have picture, name, and text. I don't know. Maybe some type of other integration would be good. Um, yeah, and that's it. Like I said, my favorite thing is the graphics. I think Costa is really good at creating these custom graphics, and that's a very, like, a superpower for websites, because if you can combine that with your layout and with your design, it's something that not everyone can do, right? It gives you a certain in the industry. So Prayer Streamed is here. What's up, Prayer Streamed? We're live on YouTube as well, so no one really can hear you, um, unfortunately. So the next website that we have is Denny Toshevsky's website. So I'm gonna just make this a little bit larger for now, just to see how this looks like. So if you know me, I really like when stuff is very centered. So for this hero section, it's quite centered. I like it a lot. And we have this little, I don't know what this is, like a Three.js. It's like a nice cursor interactive background that interacts with your cursor movement, and it looks like black water, which is nice. It's really. Oh, my screen is frozen. I think now you can see it. So it has this nice little water movement. Um, so now, from what I can see here, designing, crafting intuitive experiences that click. So I like the idea of the text that you have here. What I don't like is that it seems kind of off in terms of text hierarchy, or maybe it seems kind of off in terms of things that I'm used to seeing. Like usually, uh, these types of description texts are smaller. And is this an image? I'm not sure. This looks like an image because I can't highlight the text. Maybe I'm wrong. So if I oh, it's frozen again. Oh, okay. Now it should be good. I don't know why it freezes like that in Google Meets. Can you guys see it? Okay. So yeah, what I want to say is that experiences that click, then I think that the user, me, for example, should be able to click this and get some type of feedback from this button, whether it takes me somewhere or whether it does some type of little, animation or something like that. It should do something that backs what it's saying, right? Designing and crafting intuitive experiences that click. So I'm just thinking maybe it would be cool. Like, I know that you built this in Webflow, but if you were to build this in Framer, you can build some type of component that if you click on it, then a second variant comes out, right? And hello to Ari4. Hope you're doing well. So, okay, now that we go down, I can see that this water kind of cuts off here. I don't know if you guys are seeing in Google Meets, but the water kind of cuts out here. And maybe it would be good to have some type of dark gradient so the cut isn't so harsh, right? Because I can see that line. Maybe it would be cool to have like a little gradient here so that it slowly fades away. And yeah, I would also look at different types of fonts. I mean, it's just my opinion. You might have another opinion. I don't know. I think it has more potential. If it's going to be so big, the fonts should be more special, in my opinion. Work. Okay, so what I wanted to also say is that if I make this super wide, this stays centered, and this kind of goes super wide and kind of left aligned because this is being aligned to the left, and this is also left aligned to this. I think it would look nicer if this was all aligned. Maybe you can make this a little bit wider, this section, but you make this title and this image a little bit closer to the center so that everything is aligned maximum with center alignment. And I'm also seeing, so when the text looks like this, it actually looks much better, I would say. But are these images? I don't know, because I can't highlight these texts. Or maybe it's not highlightable. I don't know. Anyways, we scroll down and these two projects seem to be own like screenshots of the project, right? Like just a screenshot of the hero section. I think that maybe you can combine it a little bit with this module. So instead of having a screenshot of the hero section, you can maybe put these cards somewhere like on top of this project card and make it like an absolute position. I'm just, thinking about different ideas here. But making this a little bit more creative in terms of not just a screenshot, but maybe combining the design of this website with this image preview. Oh, really? Okay, completely frozen? Are you there too? The website is heavy, I guess. Yeah. So you guys can still see it? Let me ask them. So basically, Costa's saying in the okay, that's weird. So yeah, that max width alignment, I would say, is important to kind of keep centered in the middle and not so wide. Also down here, I'm pretty sure it's this website that's making it slower. I don't know if the performance is so on this website. to be honest, Denny. This is left aligned, so if I were to make this wider, it stays left aligned. I like this idea. You can still work on it, but I think it would be nicer if it was, again, centered max width. Then we have your picture. I think you should put your picture in the beginning, man. Like as a little circle, like Thomas has over here. Like something small, maybe combined with the hero text. But you seem like a cool guy, and I think that should go in the beginning of the website. And you have like a nice little style here, the scroll appear for the text. And I'm seeing a bunch of different types of styles everywhere. So we have this font, we have this font. I think that font up there is different to this one. So I would just, choose one thing and keep it consistent, right? I think simple but consistent beats like a bunch of different types of styles and colors, right? So, but I like this section. Like I like this scroll thing. I think you should just maybe have it for like an intro text and for over here as well. And try to keep things consistent. So you also have this and this blue color. Okay, this is everywhere. I think you should do another round of updating the website. Maybe try Framer instead of Webflow. I like Framer much more. And if you're coming from a visual background, which if you're a UX UI designer, you're probably spending a lot of time in Figma, then I suggest you, try and build this in Framer. I think you're going to have a lot of more design opportunity, right? So let's close this. So we have a little bit more space. And then the next one is Lorena. So Lorena, I love your signature. It's beautiful. I don't know if you wrote that or if you found some really cool font. If you did find a font, please give it to me. I really like this. Anyways, yeah, the text looks too small. I mean, yeah, there's not a really good hierarchy for that other website, but Denny, if you want, you can just contact me. Eventually, we can do some type of, I don't know, some type of consultation session or something like that if you're interested. Now, moving on to Lorena. So we have the nav bar. I can see that there's like this rounded nav bar here. I really like it because it's like some type of scroll, right? Like when you have that paper that's rolled up and you can like scroll it down. That kind of looks like this. It looks like a digital scroll. So we have the name, we have home, work, about me, and then we have about me again. So first things first, change this, make it like a real call to action. Make it like a real call to action, and maybe you can bring the visitors of your website to schedule a call with you, like 15-minute call. You can use something like cal.com, so cal.com, right, to do that. And you can just open that really quickly. It takes you like 10-15 minutes to do. So that's what I would say with the nav bar. And also when you scroll down, you can see the bottom part go over the rectangle at the top, right? And I think that I think it would be cool to find a way for this to be the top and this part here ends somewhere in the middle so that you don't see this, because then it's going to have that scroll effect, that like, paper scroll. I'm going to look for it in Google, paper scroll, like this, right? Like that's your nav bar and that's your page. And I do love the colors. I love this. I love it. Also has this nice gradient, and then it eventually finishes, which is pretty cool. Oh, that's cool. Hey, let's explore. Nice. Stockholm based, so you're in Sweden. That's actually good to know. And I see that Akin's writing the text section looks crammed a little, and app icons margins could be less. Okay, so these margins could be less. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, honestly, I didn't really notice that. I think that's maybe she can try to do it like that. I don't think it's completely necessary, but maybe you'd have to try it out, and see how that would look like if there's less margin. I do believe in. I do agree with Akin that here the text section looks a little bit too crammed. I mean, we have, "Hi, I'm Lorena Livadaro, a digital designer with 6 years experience." And then here, this text space is really uh, nice. I mean, it looks good. If the whole, you know, text section up here were to have the same type of style, it would look good. So basically making this, and this size, basically making all of this text this size. And um, I would also say reducing the spaces so that it's consistent to this. I think that would look better. Yes, Costa? Mm. So so what Costa's saying is that these three kind of remind him of buttons, which is actually true now that I think of it. So because, for example, the one with your name, Lorena, has a fill, like a white fill, and usually when you if you were to squint in this website and you've never seen it before, like squint your eyes like this, you can guess that that white rectangle that you're seeing, is a button, right? So maybe one thing to do is that you can look at other people's sites that have similar things. Maybe you can put like an image. I don't know, but make I think it's best to make it look more like a label or like a special different type of text rather than with these rectangles like this, because it looks like buttons. So I would say just make these this size, reduce the spacing for these three different pieces of text, and look for a different way of doing this. Maybe you could put the 6 plus like some type of an absolute position that it's like hovering over the text somehow. I don't know. But that's yes, Costa. Yes. So Costa is also saying that she has her name twice. So over here and over here. Um, so that's kind of like the same thing with about me and about me. Just trying to use your name once, use that about me text once, use that call to action once over here, and another call to action over here, maybe. So I would say it's just like some type of consistency. Um, and yes, Costa. Okay, so Costa is basically saying that it looks like you're trying to highlight yourself more than what the things that you're doing. So because you have your name here, you have your name here, and you have this and this. But yeah, I agree with Costa in a way that you should subtly mention yourself, and you should like put much more focus on the projects. Like for example, with this one, this is a simple portfolio that I love from Thomas, and he has a very quick um, little section up here. I would probably add like another thing, like maybe a social media or something, because he posts cool stuff there as well. But here he has a big emphasis on his projects. And I know that you might have that underneath. So you have your projects here. They look really cool with the GIFs or GIFs, however you pronounce it. They look really nice, but I don't know. Not put too much emphasis on your name, I guess. But at the end, it's your decision. I think you're a good designer. I've seen your project before doing the stream, and it looks really good, the stuff that you're doing. So I believe in you that you can, make it like really refine this, and make this a little bit easier to. Screen is frozen. Sorry, guys. I have to always go back and forth. Okay, now it works. Nope. God. No. Yeah. Hold on. Let me refresh this. In let me share my entire screen. Okay, now it works. Okay. Okay, so I like the projects. We can look at one project. I want to look at the first one, was it? Yeah. So your project page, I haven't checked that one out yet. Okay. UX UI, title, description. I like this little logo, this little introduction section looks nice. I love you're a great designer, I love this type of branding. Did you do this branding? If yes, I really like it. So strategy and research, UX and architecture, and we have some nice, like a nice sitemap here, or user flow. You have this picture. I don't know if it's you. If it is, it's cool. UI and prototyping, analysis and evaluation. So I like that already in this beginning of the CMS page, right? Is this a CMS page? Yes. In the beginning of the CMS page, you can already get like a small little brief selector here to view the different types of categories. And then here, I guess it's other facts. I really like this a lot. It's really cool, really creative. Lorena, it's really cool. And beyond e-commerce designing Omnics retail experience. These are the mockups: discover and explore, scan and identify products, chat with a store associate. It's really cool. I really like it, to be honest. These are very nice mockups. Then we can view another project. So this one is more of a GIF here. We have this, and we also have the same thing, which is great. I mean, it's very consistent. I really like your design your project pages. I don't know if someone else has some feedback. This is looking good. So let's go back home, and that's another thing. This also takes me. This takes me home. This takes me home. I don't know. This is something maybe to work on because of those repetitive things. But again, it's just my feedback. You're at the end of the day, it's your portfolio, and you can. The beauty of this is that you can do whatever you want, right? So, you have your work in process. I think that should go up here, for example. And your process should maybe reflect on if you want to work full time or if you're a freelancer. Because if you want to work full time, maybe talk a little bit more about things that you do in a full time job, like updating tickets and tasks, good communication with developers, or stuff like that. And for freelance, it would be more for like, how does the payment work? What's the usual time frame for this and that, right? But other than that, it looks pretty good. Actually, it's suggested to have both home button and logo taking homepage. Okay, if that's suggested, then why not? But I think that like process, even the testimonials, should be up here. And the testimonials, I don't see the people's faces. Maybe it'd be cool to add their faces. Maybe it'd be also cool to add their LinkedIn profile or something like that. So it seems a little bit more real. Um, right. So that's Lorena's project. Really cool. You have your socials here as well. So that's nice. And oh, you have an about me page. Okay, so it's like that as well. And here are some things, insights from collaborators. So this is what, like a blog? Oh no, this is just like a card section. Um, Lucas, what do you think about having different corner radiuses for elements? I think it should always stay consistent with corner radius. I see that this one is a little bit bigger, and this is a little bit smaller. But yeah, it's all about consistency with everything, with typography, with corner radius. Uh, yeah, okay. Yeah, so what Costa was saying in Google Meets was that um, eventually if you have big things, big blocks like this, it looks good with like a 40 pixel radius, for example, but you don't want to do that for these smaller ones because then they're going to look more circular, right? So it's good to not be completely consistent, make it like divided by two based on the size, I guess, right? Um, Left column, right column could have more space in between also. So you mean this, Akin, like this part over here? Photo looks too close to right content. Um, I mean, I like it like this. I think it looks nice. What do you think, Costa? I think the picture looks nice along with this text. Because, um, so Akin was saying that this photo looks too close to this right content, but I think that it looks pretty nice. Like, and I like how it scrolls down. Yeah, yeah, it looks cool. Looks cool. All right, I think we have enough of this page. I mean, we have these products, and again, it looks nice. Really love how you present your products. I think that's the thing that I love most about your whole portfolio. I think you're a really good designer, especially with branding. If you did all that branding stuff, like we gotta talk because um, that's really cool, right? I think that's a really cool skill to have, and it's great that someone in the community um, possesses those skills. Okay, next one is the Roofing X. So we already saw this a little bit in the beginning of the stream, but let's just go through the final things. This is the second last website that I want to review. Um, so this is from Vaisky. Vaisky is still here in the call. Hello, Vaisky. So let me just open this, see if everything is working. Hello, says Vaisky. Everyone on YouTube, Vaisky says hello. So Vaisky has been joining these calls, like my live streams that I do every weekday. He's been joining a lot of them for the past 2 or 3 weeks, I would say, and he's a very passionate designer. Also, is very passionate in terms of getting clients. He's in Finland, and he's very active in the community as well. So I appreciate that Vaisky a lot. Um, and where he so I sent this broadcast message this morning, and he sent me this to review, and I really like this nice. I really like the hero section. I love how it combines. Like for example, here it looks like it's part of the house somehow. I don't know. It's very nice image. Uh, how would you say, like image cropping? I would say. Um, this is just me right now thinking. Maybe it would be cool to see the text overlap the roof. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, I understand. Okay, okay, understood. So basically, what Vaisky was saying is that he tried to add some parallax effect, which is kind of what I was thinking. Um, but he's saying that after a few iterations, he decided to keep it like this, centered, and it still looks really great, man. Like I really like the design because yeah, what I was thinking is that you scroll down and maybe this house could scroll over this text or something like that. Um, just something that I came up in my mind right now. And the other thing that I was talking to Costa about before you joined Vaisky was this form. Like this is the first thing that I kind of noticed um, when I opened the page that I was like, there's something off here. So I'm just gonna try to understand this. Vara aika katon kunon. Okay, it's time to get a roof check. Okay. So hello everyone that's joining in, Chris and Insight in this moment. Hello, hello. Okay, so this is basically to get like a call to action text to get your roof checked. Got it. And then this is your name, your post, your address, I guess, and something else. So yeah, and the address. I would say because this whole website is kind of light mode and maybe making this lighter instead of the darker. So this is like a dark, like a black with a blur background and very low opacity and has this black. I don't know. I would probably say play more with the light mode and lighter text here. I can't really explain it, but there's something off with the darkness because I can't really read this text so well. That's what I'm trying to say. So this text is kind of hard to read. Um, in Framer, I believe there's this plugin that you can check the contrast of certain elements. I think you can select like a text, and based off of its background, it tells you like the contrast score. Um, because there's something off with the contrast. That's all I want to say. Something with the form that needs a little bit of work. Maybe you can make it smaller, like fit up to here, like this. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. I would have to think a little bit deeper. But main thing that I see main issue is with this contrast. Um, so basically, okay, we got that. So this is looking nice. We got this that if you were to reload the page, it kind of loads up. That's also really nice. So this I would and I'll guess it says Google reviews, right? So um, that's good. Maybe if it was for a real client, you could link that to Google reviews somehow, or maybe instead of the star, put the Google logo. I'm just thinking out loud here. Let me make sure that you guys are watching. Yeah, perfect. And then we have this section. Really like it. It has like this nice, simple yet abstract feel. I really love the colors and the fonts that you use. Liking the orange for interaction and dark orange for some other divs. Yeah, me too, man. I really like your choice of coloring and choice of text. I think you're really good at that. It's very nice to know that you're good at that. Um, we have this nice little image comparison, which is cool because it's like the same house. It would all obviously be best if they were perfectly aligned. I don't know if that's possible to do. You understand because this is the same roof, right? So if this were starting, this black one was starting over here like this, it would be a nice thing. Yeah, oh, I know. I can imagine that. I can imagine that it's hard to find. But I'm just talking about like the ideal thing to have. Um, but yeah, this is great to have. Obviously, it's a roofing company, and you want to show what you do, how because this is a great visual way of explaining what you do, right? So going down, we have different logos, so you can add some company logos. That's great. I'm just thinking maybe it would maybe you can consider putting it here. I don't know, just guessing. But I already love what you have. Like I think it's a very nice design, good structure as well. Okay, we were talking earlier about this that these card sizes are a little bit too large. Costa was talking about some custom code component that you can add in Framer, where after a certain amount of characters, it adds this dot dot dot, so that all the cards are the same size. So that's something that you can think of. I can't read the domain, but this is done in Framer, right, Lucas? Yeah, it's done in Framer. Uh, Vaisky shared it in the group chat, so you can check it out there. This is also really nice. Maybe for this, just just thinking from the top of my head, as you scroll, this kind of rotates, like based on the direction that you scroll. Maybe okay. For me, it's not rotating at all. Um, so now you have red, and it goes to blue here. Um, Also, like this bullet point is like centered. Maybe you can put it on the top here because it's two lines. Just no. Then you have Kaiki projected. So more projects, I guess. References. Okay, so let's just check out one of your references. And let me just load this so you guys can keep on watching. Okay, so these are also okay. So this is done with CMS. That's great. That's really great. And I love the CMS, um, structure. It's very nice and organized like this. I really like it a lot. Clients is missing. I don't know. Maybe you want to check that out. They're supposed to. Yeah, check that out. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I understand. So that's still kind of missing. I also see that here it's fill with the nav bar, and it's not. It's kind of pushing everything down. So that's something to kind of review as well. These are just little fixes that you can do. And I really like this appear effect on the call to action. It's nice. Really cool color combinations. I wanted to go back and make my screen wider. So, okay, so this is also not so fill with. Okay, and it's also pushing it down somehow. And when it pushes it down, you can see that this section kind of stays up. You see? Like with the yeah, that's just something to look at. I would honestly make this nav bar fill with. I thought it was fill with. I because opened this before and I remember that it was fill with, but somehow it's not anymore. Um, Also in the nav bar, I was thinking, why not put these in the middle and this logo on the left? Because it's usually what you usually see. Oh wait, I see that Akin is writing some stuff. Lucas, what do you think about the footer background color? To me, it looks off a little since it's not used anywhere else. I mean, we have it here, for example, and I think that this blue matches very well with this orange color, honestly. Um, yes, like you say here, it goes very well. So that's why I don't think it's such a big deal. I think it looks actually really nice. Like if you see it here with each other, and even with this like purple, it's a very nice color combination. Like Vaisky, um, you have a really good color combination. But yeah, going back to the nav bar, maybe making this fill and putting this logo here in the left and these things in the middle. That's just my, food for thought, my thoughts, right? Um, but yeah, other than that, it's looking great. Um, I remember you telling me that there's still a few things to fix in the CMS, but I really like you're going in a good direction, man. You're going in a good direction. You're I know that you're a passionate designer, so you're getting there, right? And you just take your time, make it look great, and eventually you're gonna get some people that are gonna want to have this as a website. And these are all gonna have their own sites as well, right? But you haven't finished them. Okay, cool. Yeah, man, it's looking great. It's looking great. You're getting there. Um, so let me close this, and I'm gonna leave this one for the last. This is again for my friend uh, Rolandas from Spain, and I think he's from Barcelona. He said, and he created this template, and it's basically like a portfolio template to show off your work and show off your you have a YouTube video, you have Instagram, the social stuff, products as well. So it's like a nice mobile version website. Um, so looking like this, it looks pretty cool on the phone. And yeah, Rolandas, he was one of the first people enrolled in my course, and he's been very passionate. So I'm actually looking at this for the first time. I haven't had the time to open this, but I just want to see how this looks like. Okay, so it's just like one landing page, and you can put like your different information for a drop me a message. I'm just seeing this. What happens if I click on view more? It opens Instagram. Okay. So you can connect it to your Instagram account, or if you don't like Instagram like me, you can connect it to Twitter or something like that. YouTube video, view more, it takes you to YouTube. That would actually be helpful for me. Um, this is to open email. Okay, here you have your socials. I don't know what this is. I guess these are just like transitions. Let me see my YouTube just in case anyone is saying something. Okay. So then we have these different products that are linked to specific Gumroad links. Okay. Then there's one with unlimited sites. I wonder if we can see that or what that is. Okay, I think it's the same thing, but you're allowed to use it as a template. Okay. So it's quite simple. I mean, it's top part image, background image. I mean, it looks cool. Like how he built it is very dark mode. I like colors, so I would like to see some type of color combination here, or at least a little bit like this one is dark, but you have like blue, and you have this as the main thing. The more I look at this portfolio, the more I think it's awesome. I don't know what you guys think. Um, so if does any of you do any of you have any certain suggestions as to what can be added here? What is confusing here? Because I think it's very simple. It's very nice. It's very simple. But what is something that can be that you can add that someone can add here and it can like really stand out? Is there something that you guys think can be added? It's the style. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just thinking about maybe. Yeah, it looks like a social media profile. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, and Akira saying call to actions buttons can stand out more. And I think that's a good point. I mean, we have these, but it's very dark everywhere. At least making it white for a main call to action, or I guess, I mean, you can just I mean, when you have the template, you can do that, but yeah, that's just the style of this particular template. Um, I also think that apart from these call to actions, I like the idea that Kosa said it looks like a social media thing. Maybe it's like a framer template developer or framer designer, and it's like a social media about their framer creation. So instead of YouTube video, you have like your main projects, you have like your templates that are for sale. You can add another section that has like free remix things, for example, something like that. I'm just thinking. Yeah, but cool, guys. I think we can call this a day. We reviewed 5 templates, I believe. So I'm gonna close the stream in YouTube, and I'm just gonna continue the chat here in Google Meets so that I can talk to everyone for a little. And if you guys are interested in this, or if you guys are interested in joining my Google Meet sessions, join the Discord that I have. We're always open for new people and meeting new people and working with people in the community. And yeah, so hope you guys have a good one in YouTube. See you later. Bye bye.